everybody. Welcome to a very different edition of the SSN podcast. Today, because we don't have everything we need to set up and because we are recording some gameplay, we're just going to do the podcast while we are relaxing playing some Minecraft.
Yeah, so we're taking a look at Fort Collinshire.
Yes. Yes.
Apparently, it's the name of this.
Yes, this is a world that I spent when I didn't have much of a life. Not that I have much of one now.
I was going to say, who has a life?
But I spent a long period of time just building in Minecraft.
Field?
Yes.
Jesus.
I built my imagination of like a fully functioning city, basically. And yeah, down here, there's.
Oh,
I feel so bad that I was just like I spent so fucking long on this.
You have no
Dude,
idea.
that's not even that
No,
bad.
it's-
Like I've done shit like that before. Too.
I've done it in survival.
Messing around, creative.
Yeah,
Have a little soccer field over here.
Hockey
range.
should be bigger.
It should be bigger, but I wanted it all to be like symmetrical. Like get that there, get that there. Oh, there's a basketball court.
Damn.
Basketball court. Then my imagination. Then like a fighting arena.
Oh, that's fucking
It's like
crazy.
it's like all caged in. There's torches everywhere, with stands and all that shit. What's over? A pool.
Nice.
With like a diving board type thing. Then there's this building,
I'm questioning so much.
which is.
a sauna.
Nope, it is.
A cult.
Nope, shooting range.
Hey.
Those things down there spawn. I forget how to. Oh, there they are. If
they
I had
spawn
mobs on, then I
gas.
could spawn mobs, shoot them to death
Okay.
as target practice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Honestly, like loading up creative Minecraft and just spending like a solid chunk of time just building
Building
shit is like
something.
it's
relaxing.
calming.
Yeah, this took me a long ass time. I've built like little parks, fully functioning apartment buildings. But the one thing that I'm really kind of proud of is there's all of these buildings around here, and they are all
Oh, you've done
train
a whole...
stations.
Damn.
Fully, completely functioning. Like if I want to go to and there's different stations all over. So like North Station go that way, Central Station go that
Take
way.
us on a ride.
Go to East. All right, let's do it.
See, this is probably my favorite thing I think about Xbox and the cloud now is you can save this stuff.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
probably lost thousands of worlds because I just didn't save it on
Yeah,
an
dude.
external hard drive.
I had basically a world kind of like this, a huge city, but the biggest thing is we built like this funky high school. We had like this giant, cool high school. We built like all the rooms and stuff. We had this awesome gymnasium. We had like pools and shit. We spent so much time in it, and now it's just gone. And we called it the Flash Gordon Memorial High School because after we all saw Flash Gordon.
Yeah, but yeah, that's always been my appeal for like games that are like this and just relaxing. Where you
Just
just
sit
build
back.
and chill, do whatever you want. I build houses that are all like kind of different in their own way, like apartment buildings,
Oh, shit.
duplexes.
Well, it's like
A whole lot of buildings have like farmland on top of the buildings. It's fully functioning. There's like a couple little like villages like this outside the wall.
Jesus, this is
There's
awesome.
guard towers all around the outside
oh my god.
of
Holy
it.
shit.
A little village. Prison over here,
Oh, of course.
of course, as you
Made
do.
of obsidian. It's a
Made of
fucking-
obsidian.
Wait,
It's
does
got,
it
like,
also have a farm on top
torches
of it?
and yep, it also. hey, they can earn some time off their sentence if they fucking.
Here's like I saw the top thing and immediately thought it was like a deathmatch center. Or something.
Hey,
It's like
hey.
you're making the prisoners fight.
See, like little prison cells.
Oh my god!
There's no
Everything's
bed.
solitary.
Yeah, it is, man.
Oh my god.
You're a sick, twisted leader, Colin.
Oh, okay. Here
The
we go.
common areas.
Um,
Fuck.
Oh, well, yeah.
I don't care.
Whatever.
I don't care.
What's one door?
That's enough. I'm lost. I'm a little lost right now. Not gonna lie. Okay, here we
This
go.
is dope, though.
Yeah, so yeah, like this kind of shows the hours. I feel bad when you look at shit like this because it's like
I don't know why you
spent
feel
so-
bad, like,
I spent so long doing this when I
some-
could have been doing something.
But some
fucking-
people can get paid for this. So, like, if you put enough work into it, like, I know people that have been paid.
Yeah.
They've been paid, sure, like maybe $50.
Yeah, well, I remember like with Halo 3 and Halo Reach, I just spent a lot of time building maps.
Yeah,
I
like-
mean, what the fuck is? They like built random houses on the outside too.
No, that's cool.
The beacons are lit. Gundor calls raid.
I don't know. I don't care what you say. This is pretty dope.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it. I do. I've had those moments, been in those positions before.
You're
Those where
sitting
it's
there like, what the fuck am I doing?
yeah. But then it's like,
I've had those on like my 8th playthrough. Those on Skyrim.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be another Argonian fucking ranger again.
And
it's always the Argonian Ranger.
well, it's always this thing.
Come on, man,
like
it's so
you pick the
convenient. They
same-
breathe underwater and shit.
Yeah.
You always pick the same
Oh,
thing.
you made a fucking concert hall. That's dope.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's awesome. What's up there? Is there like a projector or something?
No, I think that's just like a little room. You can just like sit up there and.
I mean, that's realistic.
over the
A
crowd.
lot of theaters
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah.
They have a small little peek hole.
Backstage?
Yeah.
Yeah, little backstage
Nice.
area.
I like how this it turned from a podcast just to us.
Hey, yeah,
Colin's
I mean,
imagination.
I feel like this is just kind of how it starts out, and then it's.
What does that do?
Turns the lights off.
The mastermind.
I mean, there's a.
Someone knocking at the door.
I don't think it was someone knocking at the door. I think it was just someone upstairs.
Yeah, whatever.
But have you guys ever heard of the game Cube World?
No.
So it's a voxel RPG.
A what?
So it's voxel is blocks.
Oh,
pretty
okay. Okay.
much. The creator is just a man and his wife. That is it. They do everything.
Mhm.
It's been in the works since 2013.
Jesus.
The last time we got an update for it was a year and a half. Last night he uploads about 8 tweets. Everyone is freaking out about the game right now. Because you can't buy it until he goes ahead and releases the next update. And then you have like a week to buy it.
Oh.
And that's it.
Why is it?
Why?
structured
I don't know.
Like that?
I have no clue why he has it structured that way. And right now I am pissed. Because half the people I'm playing games with nowadays.
What the fuck is this?
This was my next planned expansion.
God.
Yeah, I was gonna build like an underground city underneath everything, but then I realized that in console, because you can't just like, there's no mod or anything that you can just like click, like delete everything within this area.
Yeah.
You
It's
have
gonna
to
take tight or TNT and shit.
Yeah, so I literally had the walls on the outsides of the city. I continued them downward with obsidian, so it's literally just like all the way down to bedrock, pure obsidian,
My
all the walls
fuck.
around. And I was literally just taking dynamite and shit and just going through and just
Damn.
deleting everything. So yeah.
Ooh.
That's pretty nutty.
But yeah, so he started to upload stuff again. Everyone's
Okay.
starting to play this game again.
At this point, this might be excessive.
Yeah,
You
this
need
is the
help.
reason why I stopped, because I
Yeah.
just like, this is too much.
I've been there before. I've actually done that like specifically too. Like tried to blow up
Open everything?
huge things underneath the world. The thing about this game is you're always way more ambitious than you can be.
Oh yeah, entirely. Entirely.
There's so many games
And
that
also
you can
like
play with.
there's so many things that you can do, but that require, you know, having friends that also play Minecraft.
Yeah.
On like the same
Friends?
system. Like it's
I mean, they've at least eliminated that. They have it that you can cross-platform.
Oh, that's
Really?
cool.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
they did it back in like.
Yeah, so who wants to start playing
A year
Minecraft
ago?
with me?
Minecraft is a game for me though, where it's every time I pick it up, I'm just like, God, I'm having so much fun, and then an hour in, I'm like, I'm so fucking bored. Like, I can only build for so much. That's why honestly I like creative more than survival. It's because you can just build and create. Where survival, I'm like, it's so tedious of like
That's
going
probably
and
why I
getting
like
the
it, though.
thing. I understand. It's more. I'm not a big fan of grindy games.
Mm.
Yeah.
The last one grindy game I actually think I really liked was The Division, and
Okay.
The Division wasn't even that grindy. It's one of those games where it's like you have to go in and do like 3 missions to get like one like quality piece of like a
Yeah.
quality gun or something. The saving grace was that the game was fun. Like the gunplay in it was really good and it worked well, so
Yeah.
it kept me in. But other than that, like yeah, Destiny I couldn't get into for the same reason.
Yeah. No Man's Sky, that's one of the reasons I quit No Man's Sky.
Super grindy.
Super grindy, and just like there's nothing to
Yeah.
work for in that game.
Which
Which in Minecraft is like you got to work for whatever you want to work for.
Mhm.
yeah, exactly. And they keep adding more endgame stuff. And No Man's Sky, just from what I've seen and like stuff I've seen when you played it, is that it seems like it's a lot of doing a lot of something with no real. It's like, where's the end game here? What's
Yeah, and also the game has zero semblance of a plot,
Yeah.
so like you don't get into it.
yeah,
And also just like all the character and alien names are all so just fucking this is maybe a weird gripe, but they're all so weird that I'm like, I
Like
don't
what?
care.
Like, what's the weirdest one you could think of? Weird?
Come on, like if they have like multiple apostrophes and like
Oh,
combinations of consonants that just don't make sense. It's like Caparnarthanax.
And it's like,
And I'm like,
oh.
okay.
Instead of just something fun like Korg, it's like
Yeah.
easy alien. Korg.
Yeah, so it's just like, what the fuck am I doing this for? I don't know who I'm with. I don't know who's my friend and shit. And it's just throws shit at you for the sake of throwing shit at you.
Mhm.
And it's frustrating as hell.
That makes sense.
And that's another reason why like MMOs and stuff are super hard to get into for me.
Yeah.
Diablo I didn't mind as much because I played Diablo with friends, so it was like I go on and we do the combat in Diablo is kind of fun. So
I never played Diablo.
It's not
Really?
bad.
It's a lot of fun.
In terms of like games like World of Warcraft and stuff, Diablo's like a level below in terms of easy to get into. Diablo's not. It's World of Warcraft's a lot about playing with people. Diablo is too, but Diablo's more like it's not as MMO-y. It's basically you can play the entire game just you and your friends, and you'll have a blast doing it. At least from what I've found, but I don't know. I've had I know a lot of people that have been into World of Warcraft and stuff, and I've seen it. It looks fun. It's just something that's not for me, you know.
Yeah,
Definitely agree.
I did play World of Warcraft. There was like a free trial thing.
Mhm.
So I was like, you know, I'm gonna like not listen to the jokes. I'm just gonna actually play World of Warcraft. And I played it, and I kept thinking this would be really fun if I had friends who were playing
It's-
with me.
It's a really big thing with MMORPGs is you have to have that friend group. Like I was playing World of Warcraft actually last summer.
Mhm.
I'm like, the money is too much though.
Oh yeah, it's a
It's
membership.
so my god.
That I find stupid. The membership to play a game.
It
It's
is
like,
the biggest kicker. I am fine with paying for DLCs, but can you just not make it a monthly payment thing?
yeah, that's
and I'll be
ridiculous.
happy.
Like, I spent like the $60 or whatever to get this game. It's like
I don't want to be spending $60 extra a year just to play it.
yeah. I find that really dumb. Is the DLC paid for too, or is that free?
No, you got to buy that as well.
Then that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like there's
Why are you paying for a service if you don't even get the full service?
exactly. So
Buying a game and getting DLC from it is an entirely different thing because it's like, I spent the money on the game, but then the additional stuff you add to the game, you're gonna ask money for because you put stuff into it. That looks really cool, by the way.
Yeah, it does look pretty cool how it has like the basketball. What if I go over here and do it?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's another reason I stopped playing Star Wars. The
Knights
Old
of the
Republic,
Republic?
yeah, whatever it was.
That was membership too.
They did make a membership eventually. They have a
Jeez.
they have the free to play and then membership. And half the people I played with all dropped out because they don't want to be paying the membership anymore.
Didn't
No,
maps
yeah.
used to be a lot bigger?
I feel like
Yeah,
they
I
did.
feel like something's
I'm-
wrong
I'm-
here.
Yeah, like this is empty map, and every time
What's
you
a
go-
locator map?
I don't know. This is, like Minecraft is changing way too much, and it changed like it changed a lot in a period of time when I didn't play it. So I literally just came. I don't know what a locator.
It's only loading the one chunk. That's
Yeah,
so
that's
weird.
really weird.
Yeah, like it's like such a. I used to like look on a map and be able to see like
Your entire
this-
city?
Yeah, this entire city taking up a big chunk of it. But like, what the fuck?
Is there like more like maps you could find or something?
No, like I'm in creative. Like
Yeah.
that's the entire
That's weird.
map.
Yeah, I don't know. That's another reason why I'm not 100% about Anthem that's coming out. Which apparently
I
the,
can't wait
the
to
demo's
tonight.
buggy.
You have to pre-purchase to play it. My buddies have pre-purchased it. You can invite 3 friends to join if you've pre-ordered it.
Oh, that's good. That's
They
cool.
have invited me because I play a lot of games with them. So they're like, I played like Destiny with him and all. So he's like,
Anthem.
come join me in Anthem. Exactly. So once I get done here tonight, I'm probably going to be playing Anthem.
Didn't you just say that you have to do homework after
I
this?
do, but I also want to play Anthem.
No, I've
Priorities.
From what I've seen, the flying. People are saying the flying's really cool in it.
A lot is broken apparently at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
It's only in beta, so I don't know.
Yeah, I know. What are your thoughts on like early access games and stuff?
Okay. My thoughts are, it's cool. I get to experiment with this game,
Yeah.
but don't make me have to pay full price just to do it. That's my
Yeah.
one big thing.
Because I remember the one game
This dog's head is like
specifically.
this wolf's head is like inside.
Yeah,
me right
that's
now.
fucked. Do you remember Assassin's Creed Unity?
Yes.
That game came out absolutely broken. It was a fucked game. It was super glitchy and stuff. I bought the game about a couple months after it came out when it was cheaper, and I had a blast with it.
Oh my god, same thing. I was on an under-spec computer, and I got it a week after its launch, mainly because it came out on my birthday. I think that was the one
Mhm.
that came out on my birthday, and I wanted it as a birthday present. So my parents went through all the thing of getting that. It was so bad. Oh my god, I couldn't play it. But I still had fun, even with my. Oh hey, I went through the world twice. That was it.
Mhm.
I still had fun.
Do you know why I had fun in that game?
Why?
Because of my friends.
Exactly. I want them to bring back something like that for like the next one.
They had, because they had like, you could do like, I remember one thing specifically was I was playing that game with some of my friends, and he, when we were playing, we just met this random dude we kept doing this one art heist, because there's this one art heist you can do that gets you a lot of money, and it's like super fun. You break into like this super awesome venue, and then it was dope. So while playing that, me and my two friends were playing it, and then we logged on with just a random person named like Jeff the Viking or something, and we all played stealth-based assassins.
Okay.
So we actually like color coordinated. My Sidon's favorite color is blue, my friend's favorite color is green, and my favorite color is red.
Yo, did
so
we get
all
Power
did,
Rangers
like,
going on?
basically. And we were all like, I was the red one, and we were all silent. And then we meet with this random dude. We're not really talking to him because he's just a random guy. Until we get into the game, he starts talking. He's wearing yellow, just automatically color matching us. And his guy is this giant fucking axe wielding dude, not an assassin at all. He's like, oh yeah, I made my guy like a Viking. We're just like, okay. So instead of doing it the normal way where we stealth in, we just had this dude just fighting like hordes of guards while we were stealing all this stuff. And it was so much fucking fun. And then we actually became friends with that guy. We started like doing more stuff with him. And it was one of those weird times where you meet someone online and just have like a really fun time. And you're like, we're going to be online friends now.
Yeah. I miss having those kinds of friends. I used to have those friends all the time in Halo 3.
Yeah.
Halo, like those were the days, man. And I don't fucking talk to any of them anymore. I don't even remember it.
I had so many friends I met from playing Overwatch, because I used to get when I was like super into Overwatch, I would play it a ton, and I would go online and just have random teams and stuff, and people I liked I'd play with, and then I had all those friends because of that, and then life happened. I'm not at home, and I have more to do.
Yeah.
So I wasn't playing as much, and now I just play with my friends. I don't care like adding new people and stuff, and I don't know. It happens the occasional time. The one I remember recently was I was playing For Honor, and I was just doing 1v1s in that game, and I played this one-on-one against this guy, and they're really close games, and we played each other with a bunch of different characters and stuff. We played like 10 matches, and at the very end we just I messaged him. I was like, hey, you're pretty good, and he was like, you too, and then we started doing like 2v2s together, like on the same team, and that was the last time it was like, oh, I kind of made a friend.
I do it all the time. Like a lot of my buddies that I play with games right now are from Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Out of anywhere, it's like, oh, you're
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, exactly. It's like, oh, okay. It's one of the weirder things to me, but I'm like, all right, cool.
That's always been a cool part of video games. I think people don't.
It brings people
realize, or like
it's kind of the upside of the whole like shitty gamer stereotype,
Yeah.
But like all the gamers like shouting racist shit and being like real toxic towards each other. But then there's the entire other side of it where like you just like end up playing with someone and turn out to be like
super hateful for no reason.
The stereotype that like
but I mean,
have
that's
found to be true in a lot of cases. In some cases,
yeah. That's the thing about with anything, you can go into any situation where you can meet people and you can find shitty people, and you can find the only thing is video games and stuff. People are gonna care less about what they say, and like what kind of face they put out. Howdy.
Hi, Madeleine. We're right in the middle of a podcast, kind of.
A weird one.
What you up to?
Just had a long day.
Nice. You want to sit down and talk about video games?
What little she knows.
Madeline knows video games.
Yeah, kind of. I think she was on a Minecraft video at one point, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on something.
Like the first time I played like 2 out of 3 of the games we played.
yeah.
Minecraft's like a universal thing. A lot of people play Minecraft. Remember, everyone shat on Minecraft, but it was like, we all played it.
I think it's
Yeah, really.
I loved it.
It was like, it was like a meme to make fun of like Minecraft kids. And Minecraft kids are still cringy.
Yeah, I was kind of like that for a while.
What you saying, huh?
But it was like a thing. It's like Minecraft itself was kind of getting made fun of, and it was like, Minecraft's fun as shit. We all love it.
Okay, I may be discovering. Okay, I was talking to Harrison about this earlier about how like we make fun of a game based not on the game itself, but around on the
Yeah.
community around it.
Fortnite.
I played Fortnite for the first time the other day, and I don't mind the game. Like, I'm not gonna be a Fortnite player or anything, but like the game itself, I don't find anything wrong with it.
Yeah,
It's just like the whole emote thing, and then having the fucking community around it being like, we like Fortnite, we like Fortnite, doing the fucking flossing thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so my niece knows all the Fortnite dances. She didn't know it was from a video game.
Really?
Oh.
Okay.
That is tragic.
I mean, it's
how
the
dare
same
she
thing with-
disrespect Fortnite?
I think Fortnite tried to sue someone for the Carlton recently.
Carlton tried.
No,
No,
that
yeah,
was the other way around.
Carlton sued them. Yeah.
Fortnite.
And I think it was like, okay, this is silly, but I understand it because I wouldn't want my dance assumed with Fortnite.
Well,
Like-
the one I saw one thing by Chance the Rapper, but it was less about the Carlton and flossing and stuff, and more about like, like the hype dance. It's like the entire thing that popularized that was a Block Boy JB song, and it was like he was kind of like saying like, well, it's kind of fucked up that his rap song is getting no traction for kind of being the big catalyst of something.
Yeah.
When Fortnite started doing it, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's a fucking dance move. Like,
Just let it
who
go.
cares?
Yeah.
Like, the backpack kid, or I know he didn't actually do it. It was like
Oh
his
my God.
management or whatever. But he didn't even invent flossing.
And you tried to copyright it
Yeah.
recently. Like,
It's a real.
gaming's an interesting world.
I don't know.
It
Fortnite
really
for
is.
me, it's just battle royales in general. I get bored of. But
Really?
yeah, like the whole concept.
I like the concept of battle royales.
I
I've
really-
always wanted something
I love
like
the
that.
concept.
Yeah, like
I just
huge
get
big
bored
team
of it.
free
You've
for
overdone
all.
it now.
Yeah, and not only that, it's just for me, it's like I don't know. There's only so much battle royaling you can do until it's like, I don't know. It's one of those games I get tired of, and I don't know why because I play a lot. I play a lot of competitive shooters, like not competitive, repetitive shooters. Like Rainbow Six it's
Oh my God.
repetitive.
Oh yeah, Rainbow
Overwatch
Six is repetitive as hell. Yeah,
they all
but
are, but I don't know why those ones the gameplay sticks with me more than something like Fortnite or PUBG would.
for me, I get into battle royales because the maps and the games and how many people are in it are so fucking big. You get into different situations every time because like you end up having to. It kind of forces you into exploring the whole areas of the map and forces you into situations which they're going to be very different every time.
Battle royales are for sure one of those types of games where it's like if you play it too seriously, you won't have as good a time. Like you have to have fun with it. A game like Rainbow Six, you can have fun playing serious. Overwatch, you can have fun playing serious. But like PUBG and stuff, if you are too serious about the game, you're gonna
burn
you're gonna
yourself
get
out.
you're gonna get killed and then get mad.
Oh yeah, PUBG. Okay, well PUBG specifically, you die like in 2 seconds with
Yeah.
zero warning. At
Fort-
least with Fortnite and
I don't like
Call
the
of
building.
Duty.
I'm not a big fan of the building in
Yeah, the
Fortnite.
building
That's
is a
another
weird.
reason.
Building is a weird aspect that when I played it, I found it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it was still kind of weird.
It really just pulls me out of the game. I like it though because it also does change up the scenarios every time, but changes up the scenario time all the time. So
Speaking on like you'll go back and you'll have different experiences every time. I remember one of the first times I played PUBG, the last circle was on like half on land and half in the water, and it was on like a mountain island. So me and my buddy, we made it to the final 4 by sticking on like the outskirts of the island, climbing up really janky rocks and stuff, and just sniping at boats and stuff that were
Yeah.
trying to go the same way as us. And that was really fun.
Yeah.
But then I've also played times where I made it to the final 2 and then, I just get headshotted from somewhere else in the world, and I'm like, well, I guess
Oh, that's over.
Or you
those
threw your grenade
30
right on
minutes
top
I
of
spent
them
was
and-
like done. And I mean, that's part of the game. That's the essence of it. Like I can't blame the game for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fortnite really is the community over anything that turns me off of it.
Yeah, and completely understandably so.
Yeah, because it's
Who
like
likes Fortnite? We
Yeah.
like Fortnite.
It's-
and it's yeah.
like nerdy is little kids that are like to like have no other words annoying. I'm sorry. Fortnite dances and shit, like I find them hilarious because of how cringy they are, but and then on the other side of that you have like grown men who take it too serious. Colin doesn't take it serious.
I don't take it. I've
He
played
just
it
likes
once in my life. I played 2 games in a tournament and got like kicked out. I was like, okay, I don't care.
Kicked out?
I got
You
kicked,
got beat.
I got beat out of the tournament.
You're too bad. You're out of this tournament.
It was double elimination. I fucking didn't get a single kill.
Ooh.
Damn.
Teach me small children new words they don't need to know.
Also, there's a whole thing of like, this is also gonna sound weird. I just don't want to associate myself with kids in that way. I don't want to be around children. I don't want to be. I want to be able to swear and be able to talk about.
But
what I wanna talk about.
the
I don't
worst
wanna
part about
be
it
hanging
is
out with kids.
Parents don't care nowadays.
I know,
You can
yeah.
witness them in every game, and it's like, I just want to come in and be mature in this one game, but
Dude, I've found that kids are often worse.
Oh,
at
I
things that
know.
they
Oh,
say
They
than-
absolutely
than
are.
a
They
lot of-
100% are.
I found that grown men are way pettier, but kids just don't know that. Don't know like the
gravitational.
essence. Yeah, they don't realize what saying
They
the
don't
N-word
realize.
actually
They don't
means.
realize how to have a conversation. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's,
So then they just say horribly offensive things just because they don't know. And I mean, that's when a kid's in that environment where he's hearing that, it's hard for them to distinguish like, oh, I shouldn't say this.
yeah. Oh, this guy isn't just like shit talking me on the internet. He's just actually mad because I'm doing a shitty thing.
Call of Duty was bad for that. I've never heard that like the. I don't really feel like saying the term, but you know the offensive gay one starts with an F.
Yeah.
I've never heard it as much as I heard that in like MW2. Like those days were when everyone was saying that shit and no one cared.
That's why I stopped playing Grand Theft Auto Online, is because the community in Grand Theft Auto Online wasn't that bad. They weren't near like that at all. It was all just kind of relaxed people going through the shit. But fucking, it got taken over by the goddamn 12-year-olds, doing all that kind of shit,
They
griefing
strike
people.
again.
Like you would be driving down the highway and get a jumbo jet. Hey Nuno, we're filming a podcast right now.
Yeah.
You
Just
join
hop
in? Stop on in.
We got a seat back here.
There's a chair
We're
behind me
doing a
here.
good old
Yeah, we're just kind of talking about random
podcast
shit.
type
Yeah.
of one.
We're just
I
talking
don't-
about random shit while I'm sitting here playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
Madeline, what are your thoughts on like,
Little
just
kids
like,
saying this type of stuff.
I guess not even about like little kids, just like gaming in general or like gamers. Like, is there like, do you find there is like that weird like
Separation?
offensive
Yeah,
nature
it's like-
about gaming?
It's kind of like social media, because like it's unmonitored completely.
Mhm.
So like you can say whatever you want over like a gaming stream or whatever. Just like if you comment, like make like a very offensive comment on Facebook, like there are no repercussions. No one's like watching you or anything,
Oh yeah, that's very true. You just-
and it can very easily be incredibly anonymous.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. The one game that's really bad for that is For Honor. That game is fucking horrible. People just because it's a fighting game, so people get mad when you lose in a fighting game. So I've gotten so many times I've just beaten somebody by just by playing the game. I beat them, and then they just message me and call me like something horribly offensive. I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I deserve that for playing this game.
It's the same thing with Siege nowadays.
Mhm.
Like, I hate I mute most of the people in my Siege matches now, just because I'm like, I can't play it without hearing someone just
Dude,
get mad.
I don't understand that at all. Like shit talking. I can understand shit talking an opponent. They're not hearing you, and you just like say like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this guy sucks" or something. Like you're mad, whatever. But like when you're playing with somebody, someone's on your team, and you're just gonna like openly like call them garbage. Like what is that gonna do
Yeah, I
other than
don't
make
under-
people feel shitty?
It makes no sense to me. I'm like, okay.
Motivation.
Motivation.
Motivation
Yo,
to get you
motivation
better.
to
Nuno, the
Honestly, like,
internet
you-
shit talker.
We joke about that, but there actually has been times where someone talks shit about me, and then I just like dunk on them, and they're just like, "What now? What are you gonna say, pussy?" Then I start talking shit.
You hit him with that karma.
Exactly. I feel like you gotta earn it. If you don't earn it, then you just like you don't say anything. You're like, well, okay, well, I guess I do. So
If you're gonna say it, you have to accept having it thrown right back at your face.
Oh. okay.
Okay, slight input issue, I guess. Still
Yeah.
recording.
Because that's going to happen.
So yeah.
I think the one
But-
thing I would say though is like, do you like apples? Well, hey, I like them.
any of those.
That
like,
would be a Nuno trash
go-to.
talk. I would appreciate
I
hearing that.
appreciate like that old school one. It's just so like petty that it's amazing.
I don't even know if it's like I feel like it's just that.
It's a
perfect-
little petty of like, oh, how do you like them apples? It's like you really said that to me. I'm
It's like
lot of
such
people
a
would
shit
say- I
joke,
wish a lot
but
of
it
people
makes
would
so
say
much
that, though.
sense. Yeah.
It's a good diss
It
because like
is.
if you complain about somebody saying that to you, it's like, well, they just fucking wrecked you and then said, how do you like them apples? Like you must feel like garbage.
I mean, you deserve it at
Plus,
that point.
it's Matt Damon saying it, so
Maybe.
Well, no,
It's
it's
Matt
technically you
Damon
saying
up
it
and
right
everything.
now.
Matt
Well,
Damon now?
well,
Is that how
he's
highly
the
you
original.
think
Well,
of
he's
yourself,
the original
Nuno? You're
quarter.
Matt
He's the
Damon?
original quarter of that. Yeah.
Going completely away from
Did he
gaming.
disagree with me?
I think so. That he's comparing himself to Matt Damon. That's fine. That's
I
a
mean,
lot of
No,
confidence. man. Get
Matt
over it.
Damon wishes he was me.
Ben Affleck goes to bed every night being like, man, I wish I wrote that movie with Matt, fucking Nuno.
Because Nuno and Ben Affleck.
Nuno and Ben
bros.
Affleck, the new team up.
Yo, did you guys know my boy's gonna be the new Batman? Who? Ben Affleck. Just call him your boy? Yeah.
Fucking
yeah.
Nuno just walks in a suit and sunglasses on, maybe like, yo, my boy Ben just asked me to direct this movie.
Bro, ever heard of Batman? I'm the new Batman.
Nuno just comes dressed as
I'm the
Robin one
NU
day.
Batman. Guys, I'm the NU Batman.
I don't want to like.
Oh shit. But yeah, I guess going back to gaming, it's kind of it's a shitty environment unless you get to the good parts where it's actually, well, it's not a shitty environment, it's a good environment, but there's a lot of shitty parts of it.
Yeah, really.
There's the racist 12-year-olds, and then there's
The racist
the
20-year-olds.
racist 20-year-olds.
Yeah, those kind of
racist
people are just
50-year-olds.
unplayable.
Yeah,
The
that's
racist-
just, again, like, that's every part of life, though. There's gonna be shitty people at, like, anywhere you go doing anything, you know?
No, exactly.
Unless you're at, like, a women's march or something. I can't imagine that
Because
most of them
What?
would be, like,
The-
that offensive.
I mean, did you hear about the back for MLK weekend? There was obviously protesters. They had about 3
Protesting
marches.
what? Like
I don't
MLK?
know. No.
What?
Being black. That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
they're
I don't think it was.
Black Lives
I
Matter,
can't remember
just
it
like-
fully. But there was like 3 separate marches all set up on this one day. There
Okay.
was black, there was women's, and then there was. I think there was a First Nations one as well.
Just like the Black March, the Women's March, and the First Nations March. Like, not actually
All
covering
in
the
one.
issue. Just like.
You white men are making me mad. You're sick of it.
I mean, I'm sure there was genuine reason behind
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I didn't
if
purposely
you ask,
say
like,
it that way.
like
but
the women's march, that's basically what they're saying.
yeah, but then there was the school kids, pretty much these white ass.
Oh,
school
that
kids.
whole
Oh,
thing about that.
yeah,
And
the
they
whole
were,
like
like,
the smug-looking kid.
Yeah, and he was just yelling at everyone pretty much. And this First Nations guy just walks up with a drum and just starts playing in front of his face the whole time, just to try and drown him out. And it's like, this is what people do nowadays, and I love it. Like, you're just.
I mean, like the one.
Here at SSN, we talk
The
about
dude-
serious topics.
Yeah,
Drown out
we
the
are now.
influence.
Like the genuine story about, because when you first see that, it's just like this kid being racist. But in the actual story, it was like them protesting. They were Christians, so they're doing like anti-abortion or something.
Okay, is that
Something
what it was?
fucking stupid.
They were
Wow, I just
Christians.
threw my
Jesus.
opinion out there.
I
Damn.
wonder which way Lib
Damn.
leans.
Anywho, so then the First Nations guy comes up and then he walks into the middle of all them and starts doing it. Regardless of that being said, that kid's still
Oh
you're
my
seriously
God.
gonna just stare at the dude? If I was in a situation that happened, I would like just be like, okay, I'm gonna leave.
I'm done. All
And
right,
like
have a
like
good
the
one.
smug look on his
Yeah.
face. Like how do you do that? Like what's wrong with you to be able to like stand there and hold like a smug look on your face?
Yeah, it's I don't know.
Well, like an old guy is trying to get you to shut up. Like it
Regardless,
doesn't even matter if he's like a minority or anything.
Yeah.
Like if an old dude comes up and starts like banging something in your face, you don't stand there and stare at him. You walk away.
they're fucking
If
goofy.
anyone does, really. I mean,
It's like,
It must take a lot of guts for him to do that.
like honestly, but not the right type of guts.
No.
Yeah, you don't want someone like that to have those
Yeah.
A
guts.
savage in the wrong way.
I mean, he's wearing like the MAGA hat too, which is
Oh.
regardless if you like Donald Trump or not, like those things are probably like you're a prick if you wear one. A fucking giant red hat that says "Make America Great Again," like
like
you're
that,
just a douche. I don't care about which political way you swing with.
oh,
That's
God. Like that guy.
What political you swing with? I like the way
Like
you
that guy
worded
we saw at the restaurant who was wearing the "Make Canada Great Again" hat.
Oh.
Who's
Oh yeah, you were telling us about that.
Clearly, he was on a first date with. I think she was Asian. She was like this Asian girl in a Cuban restaurant,
bold
run by
move.
Cubans with other Cubans in the restaurant. Like, him and I were the only white people in there. And
You had to be
and
the
I
other
was
white person and be
offended
like,
by
no,
what he
I'm
was
not
saying.
with him. I'm not with him.
Nope.
Like Jose and I are just sitting there laughing at what he's saying because we cannot believe he's saying this. It's all like anti-immigration stuff in a Cuban restaurant filled with immigrants.
I know. It's like
It's like, dude, know your audience. Come on.
I mean, also like the whole like looking on it, if anyone gets offended by like certain things, like if you feel like someone's protesting like a police shooting or something, and you're a police officer and you get like offended by it, it's like you have to realize they're not protesting you. They're protesting the cops that shoot people. It's like, Just because, like, I don't know. It's a thing that a lot of people get like misconstrued. Is that a lot of times when there's a protest, like even stuff that's targeting just like white men, it's like it's not. It's targeting shitty white men.
Do you feel targeted, Lib?
No, because I'm a good dude and I know that I'm not shitty.
Are you venting because you feel like a terrible person? Is this
No, I'm
why?
venting because I know a lot of people that like get offended by.
I'm offended that you think I get offended.
It's the whole idea of like the Black Lives Matter and then someone being like, no, all lives matter. It's like what? You're protesting our protests? What do you mean?
So what you're saying is you're agreeing with us, but you're just taking a step forward.
But you're just like you're
man.
not. Why are you upset?
You're disagreeing, but I don't get it.
The best argument I saw on that debate was is like if a house was on fire and then the firefighter came and then shot the house that wasn't on fire with the water and you're like, why are you doing it? And he's like, well, all the houses need water. And they're like, okay, but one house is on fire and one isn't. And they're like, well, gotta give them all
They
water.
all need to be watered. Come on.
I guess, yeah, that is such a good comparison of, hey, yeah, just because this one thing needs it doesn't mean not all
It's
of
like,
it.
no, one thing is being attacked and needs help.
At
One thing
this
isn't.
very moment,
Yeah.
just calm down.
Obviously, it's comparing in this one. I have a very liberal mindset. But, I mean,
Because your name's
Yourself
Liberty?
virile.
Very.
I have a very
Very-
sterile mindset.
No, Cliff, that's exactly
I know.
the opposite.
Yeah, literally the opposite. I have the virile mindset. You have the sterile mindset.
I feel like if you have a virile mindset, would that be more
No,
liberal than
Liv.
Republican?
No, there's virile and sterile are not mindsets you can have.
If you can't produce a sperm, you probably voted for Trump. That's no
I ain't cut that out.
correlation.
No, that's going in.
I'm joking. It's satire.
Yo, this is when Lib just has the mic dropped down in front of him. He's like, yeah, stand-up comedy.
Stand-up dark comedy.
And then the mafia comes along and just breaks his knees.
Jesus.
No, the angry white feminist.
Ah, shit, sorry,
That's
my
another
bad.
thing. That's another thing that's stupid. What do you know what white feminism is? Anyone?
Yeah,
What
I've
is it?
heard of it.
White feminism is basically when you believe in okay, so feminism is the movement of equality. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's what feminism means. It means equality. But white feminism is basically when you want white females to be more powerful, and it's
Okay.
like, well, you're missing the point. It's about equality. So it's like white feminism often just doesn't even take race minorities into consideration.
Is white feminism a thing that people believe in, or is it?
It's
a
not like
thing?
a specific. It's like when you don't understand feminism.
Oh.
It's really weird because, I mean, you could more or less say there are two kinds because there's like the white feminism Liberty was just talking about, and then there's the other one where white women just get super offended on everyone's behalf
Okay.
for everything because some other white person said something they didn't approve of or think that the person who could potentially be offended approved of.
And like, there's a difference between, like your uncle saying something like openly racist and you being like, "Hey, chill." There's a difference between that and then like taking offense for somebody.
Yeah.
I find that more offensive than whatever was said in the first place.
But if
Because,
someone
like,
takes
you
offense
don't
for
Yeah,
know-
I was
you don't
reading.
know what they're thinking. You don't know if like
Like
maybe it's
context.
a joke between the two of them.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, I was reading this thing about this lady who started a company because she started making like weighted blankets for her autistic
Oh,
son,
yeah.
and like her autistic son loved these blankets as he was able to sleep in them. So she started a company making weighted blankets mostly for people with autism who had trouble sleeping, and some people who didn't have autism started buying the blankets, and then not the lady who started the company, but someone else started complaining like, why are you doing this? This is an autism thing. You're like stealing from the autism, or like this is like
Yeah, I know.
appropriating like whatever for autistic
And then the
people.
girl who actually sells it was like, "No, I want
It was
more
like,
money."
yeah,
Go
I
off
started a
my
company
business.
to sell these, and like, who cares if someone likes weighted blankets?
Sure, I sell it for this one purpose, doesn't mean that I can't sell it for other
Yeah, exactly.
purposes
Yeah.
and then put that money to good
That
use.
doesn't mean I
Yeah.
don't want to mass produce and become a millionaire.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
I could buy her a mansion.
But I mean, like on the other side, going against it, I can like, if somebody is just openly being like shitty to somebody and you stand up for them, I don't know if that's necessarily
Like obviously there's
bad.
a lot.
There's a definite difference.
Yeah. And also, you don't want to be white knighting, like trying to defend someone when like they kind of don't need your help and they can speak for
Especially
themselves in a way.
definitely don't white knight in general. White knighting is like.
Well,
do you know what white knight?
Oh, man.
Anyone here not know what white knighting is?
I think Harrison is a
Not
white
me,
knight.
no.
All right, so the specific white knighting I'm talking about is like in a situation where you feel like you have to save somebody, even though that's probably not. So if someone's being attacked and then you help them, that's not white knighting. If somebody is like, you know, like a girl's like boyfriend just like touches her butt in public and you come up and like start something, that's white knighting. That's like
Oh,
there's
so
a definite
extreme
difference
nice
between
guys,
like
okay.
yeah, exactly. And again, like stuff like domestics and stuff is different than like hopping in on situations you think you need to help. And again, the reason why you're doing it is to be like a hero or something, not because you want to help somebody for the reason of looking like or acting like a hero. That's what white knighting kind of is.
Okay.
It's not a good thing. Try not to do it.
So I'm going to do it now.
Live
Harrison
life
just
with
becomes the
rules.
ultimate white knight.
No, not waiting.
Mhm.
He white knights the white knight.
Who white
I
knights the
wonder,
white
like,
knights?
half-
It's like the
I wonder if
Watchmen.
half those people that are thinking they're doing the right thing are listening to their head "Hero" by Chad Kruger.
Heroes.
I was singing Foo Fighters. I was singing the good one.
There goes my hero.
Wait, wouldn't that
Watch
be the
him
opposite,
as
though?
it goes.
What? Nickelback?
There goes my hero, though? Wouldn't that be like,
He's walking away.
That's what he's thinking to himself, like in his head as he walks away. Like, I did a good thing.
White knighting's not very common though. It's not like I talked about it like it was. It really isn't. It's kind of, it's like the
Every
whole.
once in a while, some dude comes up and ruins your day because he won't mind his own business.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold up. Are you saying that we
I'm
can't...
talking about you, Harrison.
Harrison's already declared himself like the ultimate white knight.
Yes, because that's totally what I would do.
If you want like a rough estimate to what they look like, they probably have a fedora and own a katana.
Oh no. Oh no.
I think it's
Do you have a fedora?
Wait, is
Wait.
no? Is there like
Because I own a katana.
is this like a is this like a crossbreed between the neckbeards and the
Sort
white
of.
knights?
It's
So
like,
they're like
it's
the
like-
neckbeards, but they're trying to be
Yeah,
good people, but
I
they just
think-
don't realize that they're kind of like.
It's like the whole idea of messaging a girl telling her that her boyfriend is bad for her and that you'd be a better boyfriend. And
Oh
it's like,
yeah.
you know, saying, "Milady, if you ever need assistance, just give me a call."
Milady. Oh my god.
And it's like,
I will.
okay.
I will carry you on my horse.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll carry you on my... I'll carry you on my motorized horse.
Comes
You
up on
got
a fucking
motorcycle? No,
moped.
it's a scooter.
No, it's a Vespa with one of those horse pedals on it.
Oh god.
Oh.
It's got
no.
it's got like a playing card in the tire, so it sounds like a motorcycle.
There's like one of those horse tails on the
Oh
end of that
god,
too.
he's just
No.
Oh, there's white knights. I feel like there's a crossover between white knights, neckbeards, and bronies that all come together. to
Yo,
make-
are you making fun of...
The-
Are you making
the
fun of my
ultimate
content?
warrior.
Oh, we are just attacking
Dude.
all the fucking marginalized internet groups right now.
Bronies-
Or dudes
bronies
who
are
think they're
weird.
Hold up.
marginalized.
What's next? Teletubbies.
Let's say Teletubbies.
Tumblr? Are we going to attack Tumblr next?
So
Oh,
bronies
God.
are weird, but there's worse things to be on the internet. So at least there's that. Like you like a weird kids show that, or like you like a kids show. That's just kind of weird, but at the same time, it's like we all like SpongeBob.
Yo, are you...
Okay, because
don't speak-
Like, there's
SpongeBob
a
is very
difference, but-
universally loved
yeah,
for a
it's-
reason.
it's
We
like
love the
comedy.
SpongeBob. It's part of our childhood.
Maybe
My-
Little
yeah,
Pony was part of
Bronies
these
is-
guys.
yeah.
No lib.
No.
You know that's not correct.
I know I've talked about it with Colin. Do you guys know what lollies are?
Oh my god. Please, no.
Okay, now
don't
we're
have
going
to
into
talk
like
about it.
the
That shit-
legitimately
That
like
is, like-
criminal fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Can we swap
It's
subjects
gross.
now?
It's like
Yeah. Okay, lolly is like
Should
one
I
of those
explain
things
it?
where if someone I know said they were a
Wait.
lolly, I would stop talking to
Yeah,
them.
it's like a
and I would just
I don't think
like.
if they don't want to talk about it, I don't think I
Let-
want to know
let's-
what it is.
Let's not try and get this video demonetized.
just talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Or just,
What if we
yeah.
do like an appropriate version of the explanation?
There is no
There is
appropriate
none.
version of the explanation.
Okay,
Well-
I'm gonna explain it.
Oh God. Okay, here
There
we
goes
go.
the-
Sorry,
Hey,
Justin.
guys.
So it's super fucked. There's basically lollies are this thing, and I only know this because I've seen people talk about how shitty and fucked up it is. It's like this, basically an anime. There's girls that look like they're like 12, except in the anime they're actually like 1,200 years old. So it's
Okay,
to
okay,
find
it's-
them attractive
I didn't
in,
fu-
the
I didn't-
in a person's brain.
I have a slightly different like knowledge of it.
Really?
It's
that's like the baseline. Like,
basically,
what it is.
I thought of it as like always like just hentai, but the girl looks like she's 12 years
No,
old.
the
yes.
actual thing about it is that in the context of the anime, they're not 12, but they still fucking look like they are, and that's weird. That's not okay.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay, so
Yeah, it's a fucked
to
up
sum
turn
up,
off.
people on the internet are fucked up.
Yeah, and they suck.
Yeah, why do you call me fucked up?
You're not as bad as those.
Yeah, you're not
Are
into
you sure?
lollies, whatever.
Yeah, we
I
just tell
really
you
hope.
if you're into lollies, get off this podcast.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
Okay.
We just tell you to check yourself first, and 90% of the time you do.
Again, anime's not that bad, but if you watch too much of it, then it is
I
bad.
mean,
if you don't watch mainstream animes, those are really weird and like pervy. So just watch out.
Yeah, really.
I feel like we've just offended so many people.
Well, I don't. Okay,
Yeah.
they're not all. Okay, not all anime.
Let's go in White Knight. Hold up.
Hashtag not
going
not my
White Knight.
anime.
It's like Danny Phantom.
I remember Danny Phantom.
I'm going Ghost, except I'm going White Knight.
The neckbeard just comes out, the fedora fucking grows on their head. Oh, Jesus.
Anywho, not all anime is weird and pervy, but like
There's enough of it is.
80% people that watch anime know how weird it can be sometimes.
Yeah.
But then like stuff like Attack on Titan or Death Note is dope, so it's like it's a fine platform, but it's just
But there's a lot of the
kind of weird.
A lot of the culture around it leads to some weird shit
Yeah,
coming out. Really.
like that's not okay to, you know, be about. That one really got to you.
It's not okay to be about it.
What other weird internet things do we want to talk about? Let's talk about incels.
Why does it have to be weird?
Because internet is weird.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a fully stacked podcast.
Yeah, really. Just like people just like coming on.
Hey,
going,
Rui.
What else could we talk about in general?
And so we're just having TV kids come on through.
Talk about incels like Thomas.
Oh!
I'm just kidding, Thomas. I love you.
Fuck you.
Thomas and me, we're tight.
Beat your ass right now, boy.
Okay.
And the Swede, I love you.
Why do you always want to fight there?
Yeah, you're really backed up your claim lips.
Yeah, I know.
He's got weapons, that's why. Keyboards,
I mean,
computer monitors.
I think I'm just gonna. This new segment's gonna be called.
Keep back! I have the power of God and anime on my side.
This new segment's gonna be called "Informing Nuno on How Terrible the Internet Is." Nuno, do you know what incels are?
I know now what it is.
Well, no.
Oh, wait,
No,
that's
no.
not the one we're talking about.
Do you know what incels are?
No.
All right, so it stands for involuntary celibacy.
Just
And
say,
wait, what?
Let's teach Nuno about the world.
Yeah.
It
Today
stands
we
for
we
basically-
expanding Nuno's mind.
How about we call it the theory of everything with Nuno?
The theory of everything. So first, the theory of everything, incels.
Like what?
All right, so Nuno, an incel is an involuntary celibate, which means that they are a virgin, but they don't choose to be, which isn't that strange of a thing? Except they use this term and they're super hateful towards women.
Oh. Okay.
They basically have the belief system that women
Even their
like
mothers
owe
are cool.
men
Yeah,
sex.
even their mothers. They think that like women use sex to control the world,
Yeah.
which I find hilarious.
Why am I'm thinking literally now Norman Bates from Psycho.
Yeah.
That's because one of the
He probably was an incel.
Yeah, Norman Bates is. Yeah, I would get behind that belief. Norman Bates is an incel.
Also, I like the idea of like saying like women have had power for too long.
It's like, have they though? Have they though?
Should we look at all of the world leaders for like the last, I don't know, all of life?
the last 8,000 years?
Yeah, jeez.
Oh,
It's-
sorry. Let me correct myself. 19 years.
It's
I'm
like,
sorry.
it's like a super. It sounds like funny, like it does. Like the idea, it sounds kind of goofy, but then the more you realize, like these are actual like really hateful, fucked up. Like people have committed like shootings and stuff
Yeah.
based off of these beliefs.
Yeah, there was one guy who was like trying to get laid. And
The
he
guy in
couldn't,
Toronto.
So he.
Dude in Toronto was apparently he
Yeah, I
declared
heard about
himself
that
an
one, yeah.
incel.
That
Which is-
fucking guy. I'm thinking more of that one dude who made the YouTube videos and like made a
Yeah.
video and like posted it right before he went in.
Basically blamed women for all of his problem.
Yeah,
Like
and
they're just shitty people, and then they blame women for it. It's like,
yeah,
you just
and then
suck.
they also have this whole belief system that like men who do sleep with women, they're referred to as like chads because they're like the alpha males and all this shit, and they like ruin the incels' lives and shit.
And they basically, if you actually support women and you're not an incel, they call you a cuck. That's another part of it.
A
too.
cuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, you're just trying to have sex, and it's like, well, no,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
you're just
but-
being terrible to women, and I disagree with you. And I'm
I
like,
feel
okay,
like
cuck.
those are the kind of people that will like make a mistake and just like
Yeah,
not
like,
take ownership.
no,
Hey,
of
it's
it.
Nuno's fault.
They will not. And they're really,
How dare
No,
you?
Harrison.
they're just really weird too in general. I
Their-
follow this one
Their whole
subreddit.
belief system is just so strange. It's like,
It fucked
how
up.
do you come up with all of this?
I bet they have no emotion.
How do you just not take responsibility for anything? You're just like,
How do you not realize that, like, hey, maybe women don't want to sleep with me because I'm a fucking asshole?
it has nothing to do with the
Like,
way
how do you not
look.
have that
Yeah, and
self-aware?
another part of it
self-awareness?
is that they blame basically like genetics and say like the only reason dudes can get laid is because they got the luck of the draw in genetics and that they were.
It's hereditary.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you were just born hot, so you obviously have a better life than me. Also, I hate women.
There was like that
Mind
one,
you-
that one dude a few years ago. He like killed a girl and her boyfriend because he wanted to date the girlfriend, but she was also tainted by the Chad boyfriend that he was super jealous of.
Like,
Ah.
what the
He just went and
fuck?
shot them.
Jesus
Fucked up man.
fucking
What a
Christ.
shitty person. That's like one part of the internet where I'm like, I really dislike it. It's like I'm not about this at all. You suck as people.
I hate that I'm just getting into half this stuff because I read about it all
Getting
the
into
time.
it.
Getting into it.
Oh,
Okay, reword that. We're giving you the chance to reword that right now, Harrison.
You only have 10
I'm just
Okay.
starting to read
I
about
thought we
it.
were gonna have to have an intervention on Colin, not you.
Why would you need an intervention on me?
Because you're an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with incels. You're just an alcoholic.
Okay.
I feel like my intervention.
That day will come sometime, but whatever. It's not today.
Any and all interventions I'll have are Harrison. You have fucked up on your wording at this moment.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like Harrison,
Think
we
about
know
what
you.
you just said.
Yeah, it's like Harrison. We know that you're not a shitty person, but it's just sometimes we're like,
Just
okay,
to
Harrison,
reword that
just
sentence.
reword that sentence. Rethink about what you just said, please.
Harry.
No, there's a subreddit called Incel Tears,
Okay.
which basically is just it shows a bunch of posts that they make, and
Yeah.
it kind of make fun of them, but more or
They-
less they just like point out like, look how shitty these people are.
Yeah, because incels used to have their own whole subreddit to
It got
themselves,
shut
but
down
it got
because
shut
it was
down.
so full of hate.
It was so full of people going like, yo, I'm gonna go fucking shoot these Chads and these Stacys. Oh yeah, women are referred to as Stacys for some.
I
Are
thought it
they?
was Veronica.
No, Veronica's the gamer one.
Yeah,
The
Veronica.
gamer one is just stupid and funny. It's
Yeah.
not as
Yeah, Stacys are the attractive females who are
Yeah.
like only into the Chads.
But now incels are on this whole thing about all females being unattractive for some reason.
So
which
they're all
kind of
gay
defeats,
now?
How are you an incel, involuntary celibate? So when it means you want to have sex but you can't, but you don't find any women attractive. That just doesn't make sense.
It's weird though because they have like this weird like, I guess, qualification guide for like what makes a woman attractive. It's mostly like, oh, she's under the age of 16. She's never had sex with anyone.
What?
Yeah,
What?
they're like
There's
morphing into
aspects of-
pedophiles now.
Oh my
Jesus,
god.
the incels are evolving. Oh my god. What is happening to the
Life always
fucking
finds a
world?
I would call it
The light finds a way!
All right,
So-
no, you've learned a bit about it. What do you think? Sounds
Man,
terrible.
There's just so much to like take
Process?
in.
Yeah,
Colin, go
it's a
die in
lot.
the corner.
Life
I don't want
finds
to die
a
in the
way.
corner.
No, he
Like,
said.
it's just
she
like
said Colin first.
my head's about to explode right here.
And like that whole thing, it like puts like a even on the whole idea of like virgins or anything, it's like it kind of makes it like worse for anyone that's like just a virgin because you are. It's like no, I'm not an incel. It's
I just like haven't met the person.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just not
saving it,
about
We're
it.
whatever.
not ready yet.
yeah, exactly, and like that's perfectly fine. But then as soon as you start hating women because of it, that's when you start to suck.
Yeah.
Um,
Jesus.
any other
I-
fucked up parts of the internet we can talk about?
Can we talk about good parts?
Good
Yeah,
parts.
Yeah, good parts.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have a feeling
Good
good.
news.
Wholesome memes.
I mean,
Wholesome
wait,
memes.
wait, wait,
Wholesome meme.
Let's talk about
Oh, Oscar nominations. We haven't talked about that yet.
Ooh,
when's that
We were
coming
gonna.
Man, I don't
The
know.
Oscar they
I don't
announced
care
all
about the
earlier
Oscars.
this week.
Oh.
They literally came out the day after we recorded the audio
Oscars are
podcast, and we
raised by a
started
bunch of
talking about it.
chads.
What the fuck, man?
Celebrity.
Bunch of noms we all saw coming. Black Panther noms for Best Picture.
I
which-
didn't. Okay, I didn't think that was gonna happen. Like I heard it was like
Really
rumored or
shouldn't.
whatever. I didn't think it was.
It's whatever.
I defended
It's not
it.
gonna
against-
win. It's
You defended it in ours.
I mean,
Yeah, okay, yeah, I defended it in like our pick for movie of the year, but like not like
I don't give a
Oscar
shit.
Best Picture.
yeah. Which
Um,
I mean, is Roma even up there? I think it is.
Yes, it is up there.
I don't know if it actually is it. I
I'm
know
like-
I know
I'm
that
fairly certain. Yeah.
I know what's his face is up for Best Director with it, but I don't know if Best Picture is actually it's up for it.
Oh.
Which if Black Panther's up for it and Roma isn't is
That's silly.
strange. But like again, it's the whole idea. Yes, Black Panther was amazing for what it did for the culture, and it was a pretty good movie. But
Yeah.
even in comparison to Marvel movies, like Infinity War, I feel, deserves an Oscar for Best Picture over it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
up for VFX, which I'm excited. I love.
Okay,
I didn't like how much effects they had there. Like even the costumes they were wearing, like
Like in Infinity War?
yeah, they were all like CG.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, but-
Spider-Man's costume was 100% CG.
Yeah,
Black
but-
That
Panther
I
was
disagree
100%
with,
CG.
but for the VFX of just Thanos alone, you have to admit that is skillful.
Yeah, that was cool, but like there were like some like CGI costumes that were completely unnecessary. Like that fight scene between like Black Widow and like I forgot her name, the female alien.
Oh yeah.
That was
Her hair was CGI, her skin was CGI, her costume was CGI,
Yeah.
and then like I think part of Black Widow's costume was CGI as well. And it just it took me out of the movie. Like when I watched it, it's like why is she not just wearing like a regular costume? Like they have the technology. Why are they computer generated?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one thing that I thought was going to get nominated for VFX was Aquaman. And I was looking through, Aquaman had some fantastic fucking
Right.
visual
It's
effects.
because it
That
also
would've
came out
been awesome.
so late. I feel like.
No, that would have been a
Aquaman
plus.
come out?
I
When
thought
did
it came out
I
end
thought
of
It came out in
December.
December.
Oh, okay.
I thought it came out like end of December.
Yeah.
Like after Christmas.
Yeah,
No, I think
Spider-Verse
it was
did too.
before, like a
Spider-Verse
week or
went
two
up
before,
for,
yeah.
Oh, did it?
Animated, which
Yeah.
if it doesn't win animated, fuck
Also,
off.
normally Oscar nom movies do come out like at the very end of the year.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
to
Yeah.
keep
That like
them
it's like
Oscar-worthy.
Because they're
Oscar
fresh.
season,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
I think the one thing I actually think Black Panther deserves to win is I think costuming or whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
Costume and like hair and makeup and that.
Yeah,
I could
because
absolutely see it winning.
Black
that.
Panther basically built an entire world and culture just by themselves, and that's impressive.
And they used
never
real
please.
culture.
Yeah.
In it, like they did
It's
take
just- it's
things
really
from
cool.
actual
Mhm.
African culture.
Like,
It was
comparing
cool.
it
But
to-
if you like there was like this Netflix comedy special I was watching, and it was like this woman from Africa, and she was talking about how excited they were for Black Panther, and like how the language that they picked for them to speak was her language, and then they go and they start speaking it. She's like, I have no idea what they're saying. They just made up a language and called it ours.
They-
well, it's Wakandan.
Yeah.
No, it was
Which
like
means you can't get offended if you
Xhosa
do
or
the
something.
voice.
That's
I
what
think
it's
they-
called.
I thought they,
That's
like-
like a legitimate
I thought they
language,
based-
and they completely butchered it.
I thought they like based Wakandan off Xhosa or whatever, but it wasn't like the
Yeah, I don't think
exactly
they said
the
they
same.
were doing it. But I can understand why you're like going in it and you know it's your language, and then you're just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we went to a Marvel movie and then we're like,
No,
oh,
no
they're
more
gonna
English.
speak English, and then they just like start doing like the weirdest voice, like, excuse me.
No, Harrison.
The whole movie just.
No, Harrison.
But like even like voice aside, just like the costuming and the world they built, it's pretty dope.
Yeah, it was.
And I think it deserves. I think another one up for it is Vice, which, I mean, yeah, all the characters looked super like accurate to what they were doing.
Yeah, like taking an actor and then making them look like
making
another
Christian Bale
well-known.
look like fucking Dick Cheney is impressive.
Yeah.
But I think just on like an actual scale, Black Panther did it better. So I'd be happy if it took that away. I would be. I don't think anyone expects it to win Best Picture. People are, for me, I'm surprised by the nomination, but I'm also like, whatever, you know, it's a movie.
Yeah.
What about any Oscar noms that surprise people?
I haven't heard of them, so I don't know.
Bohemian Rhapsody, Best Picture.
I like that.
Really, it surprised
I-
me.
like a good movie.
It's a decent movie, but I didn't think it was anywhere near Best Picture quality.
Okay, that's fair.
Like it was like Rami Malek did a great job playing Freddie Mercury. It was an okay movie, but it was just like, really, Best Picture? That?
Who's up?
Well, it's all about the concept, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
With like the Oscars, it's all about the concept.
Well, it's like that's kind of like the sad part of it too. Is like, well, it's probably got an Oscar nom because it's a movie about Queen and Freddie Mercury. People are like
An
"Heck
LGBT
yeah."
hero, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean biopics are biopics.
Mm-hmm.
If you're,
I
if you're
do
part of
like-
the
I
Oscar
do-
picking community, it's like if there's a biopic, it's getting on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's also those biopics that just tank, like Gotti. Anyone know about Gotti?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Gaudy?
You know, John Travolta did a John Gotti biopic this year that is absolute garbage, and it has like 1,000 positive reviews, and it's clearly made by like the studio or whatever, because they're all like a list of like 3 things that were being said.
Nice.
Oof.
And it's Travolta, who I recently found out is a rapist or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
everyone else in Hollywood.
I mean,
Yeah.
not everyone.
I mean,
Oh, a fair,
Rami
a
Malek's
fair
pretty
amount.
cool.
Yeah, Rami Malek's pretty cool. He's
it's
not-
either you're a drug addict,
Honestly, being a drug addict is way better than.
Yeah, like drug addict is like, okay, you
Pedophile.
can go to rehab. Like you can, you
Yeah.
have the resources to get better.
Cough, cough.
I think we're just
That's,
gonna
that's
throw.
just permanently scarring yourself. If you permanently scar someone else, that's not cool.
Yeah, do what you want to yourself. That's whatever. But
Touch your own body, don't touch others.
Which I was listening to Kanye, and I really like Kanye. Well, I don't really like him as a person. I like his music. And then he had a line in his song where he said basically, Russell Peters is gonna pray for me too, but I'm gonna pray for him because he got me too'd. And I just heard that, I was like, oh. I don't like the line, I'm gonna pray for someone because they got me too'd. Like, don't for any reason make the person who got me too'd, like, they're the one we should be supporting. I know it's just a song, Kanye, but come on.
Kanye, I've just stopped fucking paying attention to
I don't-
Kanye.
yeah,
Ever since he went from being like, Kanye's crazy to fucking Kanye's kind of crazy. I kind of just like stopped
For
paying
me, it's like
attention
I
to
don't
him.
watch anything with Kanye in it because he's Kanye, and I mean I love Kanye,
But like
it's
Kanye.
Kanye, but he still makes solid
I mean,
music.
He vowed to be president in 2020. So I don't know.
He's running.
Is that still
oh,
going to be
I
on?
don't
God.
think that's happening, you know.
At this point, does the presidency even it's just a popularity contest?
Oh, God.
Yo, dude, I
Fucking Trump
promise
is the
to do this one
president,
thing. Sure, I don't even think that was popularity. That was, oh, I don't want to vote for a woman.
No, that was the Russians.
Oh my
Come
god.
on.
But her
Harrison.
emails. Oh God. Getting
I know-
fucking political
I li-
again.
That was my favorite part of that. It was like leaked emails from Hillary. Donald Trump sexually assaulted somebody.
No.
Which one's
Le-
worse?
Leaked emails.
Yeah, it's like CNN, or not CNN, Fox News. What do we do? Trump just said something horribly offensive. Hillary said that she didn't like gay people 20 years ago. Boom, run with it. That's her story.
Oh, so, what's
I mean, that's not a good thing either, what I said.
Hillary
That was a bad thing.
didn't handle Bill well when he was in office.
Boom, run with it.
Bill didn't handle Bill well, let's be honest. Because Monica was handling Bill, if you know what I mean.
Nobody was handling.
Jesus Christ.
Bill was out of control. I mean, I appreciate the joke, Colin,
I think we're out of control. We need
Yeah, this is what happens when Justin isn't around, when
but we get
we're all
super
given
political for something.
We get super political and like offend everyone on the internet.
I don't think we only offended the people like incels. Like,
Yeah, that's true. And people who like
can
lollies,
you imagine we
whatever.
lose like a big fan base?
We
I
lose-
wouldn't
Our-
mind if we lost all our incel fans. You're fucking incel.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the game froze.
No, I'm just, I don't know what the fuck to do. Anyone else want to take the controls for a bit?
I'm honestly having fun watching you build, but sure, Harrison.
Go for it.
you can-
Harrison,
Very
fuck some
nice
shit up.
city.
Okay,
Harrison's-
don't actually fuck some shit up.
Harrison's gonna blow
Very
up
nice
the
city.
entire
Dude, go into a mountain and just start fucking it up. Just like find a mountain and blow it up. Make it Harrison Hill.
Yeah, go for
Make
it.
it Harrison Hill.
Harrison.
Okay, build yourself like an evil layer up there or something.
Oh, that'd be
I was
pretty
going
dope.
to do something else. Let's see. I just need to plan it
Out
in my
of
head.
brick. A nice exposed brick evil layer.
How are you flying?
It's creative mode though.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I wish there was a way that I could just delete all the dirt in this area.
No, if you want
Yeah,
nice
no.
things on the internet, go onto Reddit and look up the subreddit wholesome memes.
Or search up nice.
No,
Not nice guys.
no,
No,
don't search up nice
Harrison,
guys.
Why would you do that?
I feel like
wrong with
most
you?
dudes
It's just
were a
chaos
nice
here.
guy to some extent at some point in their life.
Yeah,
Not a horrible one, but
I'll
you're kinda
admit to
like-
I'll admit to
You
that.
kind of were like, why does she date him? I'm so much. You didn't like say anything offensive, but you kind of had that mindset for a bit.
Yeah,
Eventually, you grow out of it, and you realize, oh yeah, that's a shitty way to think.
I'll admit there was a period in high school I had that kind of mindset until a female friend of mine sat me down and was like, "Listen,
You're a nice
fucking
guy
idiot."
and a fuckboy.
Oh man.
Colin.
They're very fucking similar. They're basically the
Can't say
same
I'm
thing.
surprised.
They're basically the
Yeah.
same thing.
I mean,
15-year-old Colin made a lot of really bad decisions. So just-
19-year-old
Especially-
Harrison makes really bad
Especially growing
decisions.
up in Dresden.
yeah, really.
Everyone's racist.
Surprise! He came out like this.
Not racist. Love you, Justin.
Well,
I mean, what
The
what was that
podcast
thing
was
about like in the
interesting.
80s, town was like the only town with
Oh
segregation? or
yeah,
something?
yeah. There's a town. It was like the last place where the police would actually like enforce desegregation.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because there was like a few restaurants that just like straight up still refused to serve black people and stuff. And
God.
basically, the town I grew up in is where it is super shitty.
Colin's
For
making
that
up for
thing.
all those things.
Which
Trying.
you know what I never understood about like the whole idea of like refusing service to like somebody who's gay or something.
What?
It's like you're just turning down customers.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
what are
really.
you doing?
I need to save like the
But also
the image of my fucking business. Like what?
But also think like then you do that and you're in a racist town or whatever, then like other people in your town or homophobic town, whatever, are gonna stop going there because they don't want to be near around the gay
that's
people.
true. Being racist because you have to. Wow.
Being racist by association.
Wow.
Being racist because you don't want to lose money. Oof, that's
Yeah,
capitalism,
Donald Trump
folks.
20.
Yeah, capitalism right there. The world fucking sucks, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of shitty things.
I want to talk about nice things. Do you guys remember lolcats?
Why can't the internet just go back to lolcats?
That was like the golden age of the internet. I mean, there were still like online perverts, and they were easier to like not get caught, which isn't good. But there's also lolcats, so at least we got that.
Yay!
Like, wasn't that always the best? Just going on Facebook and seeing like, "Can I has cheeseburger?"
Yeah, this all that kind of. It's just like we've gone more advanced with it.
Yeah,
because
now
we've
it's
gone
like
into.
a picture of a moth, and it says, "Can I have lamb?"
Yo,
And
lamb.
everyone's dying. and
Oh
you're like,
God! And
I thought-
Am I out of touch?
There was-
No, it's the kids that are wrong.
at least we went through the Rage comics period.
Oh my
I mean,
God, yes.
what
the
we do need
rage
to bring
com-
back.
And what's the one?
Le Rage.
Magusta?
Me gusta. Has like the weird like with the eyes going that way.
Do you remember dick figures? Anyone remember dick figures?
What?
What part of the internet were you on, Liberty?
This was YouTube. It was this YouTube series where it was animated stick figures that would fuck around and have like shitty adventures. And there was like this guy who was the meme guy who would like did like the Magusta thing.
Oh, I know.
It was like a whole thing. And
I hate that I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? They're not
These
like
days.
that. Okay, they were kind of weird, but it's basically one dude who was a red stick figure who basically just did whatever the fuck he wanted, and then a blue stick figure that like had a life and stuff and a girlfriend, and he was trying to stay afloat. But then the red guy would be like, "Oh, come on, let's do adventures," and like it was always the stupidest shit. One time they went to pre-order like the Call of Duty of that world, and then they ended up just like starting a fucking like assault on that mall, and there's like this whole fucking like gun thing. It was crazy. I can't believe you guys don't know dick figures.
No.
Look it up. It's quality content.
All right.
Your entire explanation, I'm really wondering where the penis comes in.
It's just called dick figures because it's funny. There's no dicks in it at all.
Okay, I was wondering. I was like, are these like okay?
It's not
Where's
like
the penis?
porn.
Where is the penis in this storyline?
It's
There's
like-
not enough penis in my dick figures.
It's just called dick figures because like dicks are funny, I guess.
Yo, dicks are funny.
Liberty Rancher 2020. Dicks are funny, I guess.
Liv, do you
His
not
rich
look
is
down
not
and just
convenient.
laugh? Like, what's wrong with you?
No, he looks down and cries.
Oh,
Tears of joy, baby. Just so, are you building like a statue or something?
there you go.
He's
yeah.
building like a. I
Give
think
it
he's
a
building like a
giant
Mount
dick.
Rushmore, but it's just like
Give
of
it just
him.
a giant dick.
Oh my God, Liberty.
You can call that
What,
dick
is
block.
it so it's
The dick
bigger than yours?
figures.
Dick figure.
My dick is
Or
also
dick.
made
Wait,
out of
would it be
just
dick block
pure
though? Because
stone,
like it's
I
like made
guess.
out of blocks.
What do you think would be like the worst material to have your dick made
Stone.
So,
Hands down.
of? Stone wouldn't be that bad.
No, no, glass.
Wood.
Oh,
Okay, look,
Mr.
wood.
Glass.
No,
Wooden-
wood,
oh,
but it's like
splinters?
not like yeah, splinters.
Oh no.
So it's not like it doesn't have a
Yeah,
nice
no,
finish on it.
You would definitely be an incel.
If I had a wooden dick, like George Washington.
Just like you get like so
I
close, she
cannot tell
takes
a
off.
lie. My dick is wooden.
You take off your underwear, she
That's
looks at
a
you,
wooden.
she just gets dressed and leaves.
Oh,
oh, I'll be right back, guys.
Again, if my dick was made out of wood and that happened, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, well, I
That's
mean, I
fair.
don't know what I expected.
I don't know what I.
I mean, you would feel like
expected.
an angry incel, but like incel would still apply to you.
I'd just be a virgin. Being a virgin is way better than being an incel. I'd just be a virgin, okay? I'm not gonna.
You'd be like, I'm saving myself.
I'm
saving
really
myself."
glad, like the whole idea of like incels and stuff happened, like after I got laid. So then, like, I didn't have like that period of
Was-
like,
were
am
you-
I one?
Would you have been an insult? Would you have developed that mindset?
And
Like the women owe me.
I feel like
I mean, I wouldn't have developed that. I just know because I know myself.
Are
But
you
like,
sure?
like there, like having that moment of like, am I one? I wouldn't want to be there. you know? Am I so? That's like, if my kid came out as anything, I would not give a shit. Like, trans, gay,
unless they
anything,
were
it's
an
like you do
incel
you.
or a
As soon as
furry.
they say incel, it's like no.
Incel or like brony or furry, just no, you're not my child.
Yo,
Out of my
anything,
house.
anything that was on Tumblr,
You're
no,
on
get
your
out of my house. That's pretty much what I hear from libs.
Even like I joke about furries, but like if my kid came out as a furry, I would accept that more than like an incel. Because at least like furry, it's like you're just not a hateful person. You're just weird.
Yo, look, I don't care if
And
you're
then-
hateful or
and then
not.
you have to
It's
teach
just-
them about public decency. That's the only thing with furries. You
Yeah.
really have to punch
You
in.
should
Punch
just
in.
Teach anyone about public decency.
Yeah, really.
Like just don't fuck people in public.
What
Wait,
about
what?
like those furries who like walk around with like collars on?
Oh yeah.
That's part of their culture. That's
Disturb
weird.
Small children, they're like, oh, why does that grown ass woman have a collar on her neck, and why is that man leading her with a leash?
I don't know. but
Can you
Catwoman is really
explain that
hot.
to me,
so.
mommy?
I think
We all
weird
make fun
part-
of furries, but like as kids that watch the Batman cartoons and anything Batman, we all thought Catwoman was hot.
No, I didn't.
You didn't think Catwoman was hot? Fuck
No.
you. Colin, back me up on this.
Not the cartoons, but Michelle
Okay, maybe
Pfeiffer,
not the
sure.
cartoon.
Michelle
Oh, what?
Pfeiffer, yeah. Halle
Yes.
Berry.
See you guys.
Bye,
Oh,
Nuno.
bye, Nuno.
Take care.
That's exciting.
Tragic.
It really is.
We spent.
We
too
love
much
you.
time here.
Love you.
Oh, Nuno, you're adorable.
So, he learned about incels too.
We
That's
did
why
a good.
I left. It was super clear.
We did a good thing. He realized he wasn't incel.
Oh, he's just like, I gotta go.
No!
Nuno
Like,
couldn't-
I
No,
gotta go-
Nuno would
I
not
gotta
do
go
that. Nuno
research
is not an
some more.
incel. He would never do that. He would never have that
He's
mindset.
way too nice.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Also, that's just like,
Ooh,
like
he's
the
a nice guy.
You know
No.
it's what nice guys think they are.
The whole
Yeah.
idea of like thinking you're entitled to sex, I just find hilarious because of how stupid it is. Like, like an action between two people you're entitled to. Like, no,
Yeah.
you're not entitled to anything.
Are you sure? Are you
I
sure
mean,
I'm not
if you
entitled?
can pay
Please,
for
I'm
it
white.
as a service, then you're totally entitled to it. I don't know.
Madeline on Team
Madel-
Incel. Didn't expect that to come out.
Madeline coming out pro prostitution.
Honestly, I think prostitution should be legal. If you want to get a prostitute, go ahead.
I'm sure it's decriminalized.
We're not encouraging it. But if you
Um,
want to be a prostitute,
No,
go
no, I'm
ahead.
pretty sure
What's the
like
law?
in Canada, the only way to like legally be a prostitute is you have to be part of a brothel because the brothel then makes sure that
Yes.
you're taken care of
Uh,
like health wise and like
I
your
thought it
mental health
was.
as well.
I thought it was brothels are the only ones that's legal to buy, but it's legal to be a prostitute. It's just illegal to buy any prostitute.
I
or
think,
something
I
like
think
that.
you have
Be
to
a prostitute.
operate under a brothel.
Okay.
That's what it is. You have to operate under a brothel because the brothel follows the laws and makes sure you're healthy and stuff
All right,
like that.
Google Maps.
Google Maps
Brothel?
brothel.
London
Nearest
brothel.
I mean,
brothel.
this is when you just use Tinder though, and then you're
I
just
mean,
like,
there's like strip clubs where strippers will have sex with you. I
Yeah,
don't know
but
that from
Okay,
experience.
there's also-
I know it from talking to people.
Okay, but Liv, do you
Liv-
want to go to a brothel where you know you're not gonna get an STD if something happens, or you want to pick up a stripper?
My
You-
my
you
answer
have
is
no idea
neither.
what
I
it
don't
is.
want to do either of those.
Yeah.
I'd rather just
I'm
like
just saying, if
meet
you're
somebody.
gonna go, you'd want to go to a brothel where their health is regulated.
I mean, yes.
you heard it here first, folks. Lib wants to hire a stripper.
I am
Uh,
pro stripper.
If you are one, please call the number on the screen
Please
now.
don't.
555-555.
I've been to a strip club. You guys ever been to a strip club before?
No, I don't ever want to go to one.
It's actually kind of fun. I like
It-
didn't get lap dances or anything, but
It depends on the crowd you go with.
yeah, exactly. I went with like friends and we all like kind of drank and like laughed at how fun. We also went to Chatham Strip Club, which is
Oh,
Chatham.
you went to
Spanky's,
Solids?
baby?
Yeah, Spanky's, yeah,
Spanky's,
Spanky's.
yes.
Oh, buddy.
Why did-
It was terrible, but we were
I
drinking
have-
and it was super fun.
Okay, I have heard from a lot of people I know in the area that that is like just a fun place to go
It is
drink,
fu-
regardless
it's-
that it's a strip club.
Yeah.
It's just a fun place to go drink.
It's also because like just some of the like strippers are strippers. They're doing what they're doing. I don't care. It's the people that get strippers I find fucking hilarious because they're just so weird. This one guy paid a girl to get on top of him and slap his belly, and I was fucking dying. I like to people watch at bars like
Oh my
yeah,
God, it's so much
especially in Chatham just because like it's such a
Chatham?
weird city. It's not even a city, like a town, but
It's
Spanky
city.
specific.
It's a city.
Western Ontario.
Okay.
It's a city.
So
It's a city anywhere. It's got like 35,000
yeah,
people.
okay. Anywho, it's
There's
a weird
hospital,
city.
There's a couple Walmarts.
Yeah,
If
but
there's a Walmart, it's a city.
Exactly.
there's so many dudes that just get the weirdest things from strippers,
Like
and it's like,
25 Tim Hortons.
why is that what you're? There is a lot of Tim Hortons in Chatham.
There's a lot of Tim Hortons everywhere in Canada. What are you talking about?
But
Yeah.
if it's a small town, then there's only like 1 or 2 Tim Hortons.
Yeah, that's something that
There
bugs
was
me
2
when
Tim
people.
Hortons on the same road in Chatham. Fucking St. Clair, I think. There's
Where on
2
St.
Tim
Clair?
Hortons. There's the Tim Hortons over by like the Wendy's and the Little Caesars. Do you know that area?
Yeah.
Little Caesars. There's Tim Hortons there, and then there's another Tim Hortons by the fuck. What's it by?
Yo, did you just say fuck in my Christian server?
St. Clair.
We're playing Minecraft.
There's
right
a
now,
one
dude.
like off like the intersection of St. Clair and McNaughton. It's like right by that. There's the gas station, and then there's the.
Okay,
Tim
there's a
Hortons
bit
and-
of distance between those two,
They're
though.
still the same street, and
I
they're
mean-
like you can walk to each one in under.
That's
like,
the same thing here in
15
London.
minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
there's like a Tim's, like literally across the street from another Tim's. Because you
Okay.
can't like turn into
Yeah.
either
One.
one from like the opposite side of the road. So
That's
you're like,
pretty funny.
might
Yeah.
as well just put
Yeah.
like 2 on like opposite
Double
corners.
her up. People are gonna give money to
And
her.
like every time it's like they're both owned by the same person.
yeah.
Gotta maximize those profits.
Always.
Can't let traffic get in the way.
Of my
it's-
titties.
One's always smaller though. I will give him that.
Yeah.
One's like, oh hey, this is just kind of. There's no food served here.
Yeah,
it's
can
just
we go
kinda,
to Timmy's? The small one? Of course not. I like room when I eat my donuts.
Jose worked at like one of the ones that was like across the street from another one for a little while. And whenever they ran out of stuff at the one he worked in, they would just be like, yeah, go across the street and steal it from the other store.
Jeez. There's a lot of Chatham's starting to get more stuff though. We just got a Starbucks, just got a Popeyes.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Go
be the
Chatham.
next Windsor.
Oh,
I hope
God.
not. I hate Windsor. I was gonna go there for school too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof.
Originally I was gonna do kin at Windsor. I was gonna be a kinesiology student.
Ooh.
And then it
From
took them,
Windsor, so that's
yeah,
fine.
which is literally all of Windsor. And then I took a moment and said, hey, Lib, you fucking hate science. What are you doing? Is that his knee?
How short are his legs?
He's
Like,
building.
the length of his legs is
Look at his
further
shin.
away.
His knee goes
Like,
down to his shin.
look at that thigh gap, though. Oh my God! Oh, no, that's the full leg. That's just how wide he is.
That's what you want. That's
He
what
has
all
the-
women aspire to.
Are you okay?
That
But
right
like,
there.
judging from the body proportions, are you building a Wario statue? like there's just like the tiny little legs on a big wide body. Like it looks like you're building Wario.
I'd have to go for
What?
this.
Looking up a
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna have to-
Googling brothels.
Yeah. Okay. Now I know what I'm doing.
Just like
I was
it
just
says
building
Madeline's
sort of.
brothel. Like, no, don't go to that one.
Yeah, it's way bigger than I want it to be, but I guess now
Oh,
Wario it
so-
is. Let's go.
I refuse. to.
Well,
I'm a
surprise
customer.
Wario.
We have the right to refuse prostitutes to anyone. Like, what if Madeline owned a brothel? She would refuse service for me.
If
Madeline owned a brothel, she wouldn't let me get a prostitute. And that offends me.
would you be like
If
the
I
soup
was a
Nazi?
madam-
You would just be like, no puss for you.
No, it would be Jose coming out and saying that to you.
Hey, Lib, we're cool and all, but I just gotta bounce you. I know, I get it. I don't even do anything. I just walk in and Madeline's like, all right, get him out of here.
No, get out. Come on. We're not letting you have one. Come on.
Why do I have to kick him out? He's a brony. Oh,
Oh,
I feel bad because bronies aren't even like, again, they're not even the worst.
he's
Like,
an incel. Oh shit. Oh yeah.
oh yeah, kick his
fuck.
ass. I'll fucking kill him. See, there's only one true, good, and safe group of people on the internet, and that's the gamers.
Oh God.
What the fuck, Liberty?
Gamers need
Oh,
to rise
no.
up against
No.
society. Do you know that whole meme, Colin?
Yeah, I've
They're
seen
like
some
that we
about
live
it.
in a society, and it's like the Joker.
We live in a society.
That's why you don't get served in my brothel.
Gamer. Only more showed of society
I'm done
oppressing
with
us.
a Wario statue.
Holy
I
shit,
just
this Wario statue's taking some time. Colin built like 2 houses in the time it took him to do
Yeah,
his
come
leg.
on, Harrison.
Fuck off.
Step it up,
You know,
step it
fine.
up.
Is going.
Yeah, it's going. Yeah, we're probably gonna be like 10, 15 more minutes.
Yeah. No, and then,
So we gotta finish
I'm
something.
gonna
up.
talk some more about some
do
more
you want
brothels.
something finished up? Okay, fine. Then.
Where'd Nuno even go?
Do it.
Probably went home.
Fine. Then. You want?
Or to do
Where else
homework.
is Nuno gonna go?
I don't. He didn't even come play games.
I know. It's so sad.
I know.
Honestly, I'm gonna kill that kid. Just kidding, Nuno. I love you.
Do you think Nuno's gonna watch this?
Yeah, he might.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Nuno.
maybe. He's on it.
Right.
I don't know if we'll get to this part.
Yeah, he's gonna leave. Like, he's gonna watch the video when he joins.
And then as he leaves, he'll actually get out and just walk out of his room. Like he'll sink it.
Where's the Jesus?
What are you looking for?
No, it's pressure. Oh, there it is. Fine then. You know what? You guys are gonna make fun of my lovely Wario.
Oh no, I know what you're doing. Okay.
Fine, you
Blowing
guys-
up the mountain.
Yeah, you're just gonna blow everything
I'm
up.
done now.
As long as you don't blow up any of my fucking city, I'm fine.
Oh, this is where I'm tempted now to make a TNT launch before I do this and target towards your city.
No, okay, okay. If you actually want to build one, that would be cool. But like, don't do it
Well,
towards the city.
I
It's not gonna
don't.
reach.
Yeah, at
Yeah,
this
it's not
distance, it wouldn't reach. Like I.
We all know Minecraft.
We all know the physics of Minecraft. That wasn't close enough. There you go.
Is that how you? I thought you have to hit him with a flint and steel.
No, you can.
You
use
can.
redstone.
We can use redstone.
It's definitely not blown up as efficiently as I.
Yeah.
would
Also,
like
you
it.
started from the bottom and went up. You got to go start at
That's
the top,
that's
go
the
down.
point. Okay.
All right, before we kind of end it, because we kind of talked about Oscar noms, does everyone want to say kind of their favorite movie of the year? I know we kind of talked about collectively what we SSN thought, but like kind of just like everyone personally, favorite movie they saw. What are you guys thinking?
Damn. I don't
I
even
don't
know.
know.
Mission
For me?
Impossible Fallout was up there. Infinity War too, I guess.
Harrison?
Solo, just to piss off everyone.
Really? You liked Solo? though.
It
You
was
openly
no,
talked about
it was not the worst Star Wars movie. Like I went in expecting
Rogue
so.
One was way worse.
Fuck you, man. That is actually my favorite Star Wars movie.
Yo,
I'm
is
not
there a
gonna
house for
lie.
Liv in here? I need to now blow it up.
Madeline, favorite movie?
Deadpool 2.
Oh,
Really?
That's right. Deadpool 2 came out. I always forget that. You just love Ryan Reynolds.
Let me just.
I mean, we all do, but
Yeah, Jose and I's dream couple would be Ryan Reynolds and.
I think it's a dream three-way, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, that's where I thought it was
You
going.
too,
No,
Ryan Reynolds.
the goal is to move to Vancouver and become couple friends with Ryan Reynolds and his wife.
That
fair.
would be the dream.
Hang on with Ryan and Blake?
Yeah, Blake Lively.
Blake,
that's it.
yeah.
Dude,
there it
she is
is.
so cute.
She's great.
Those two together are cute. Like.
The best
Yeah,
thing to
Ryan
come out of the
Reynolds
Green
is
Lantern movie.
Yeah.
I forgot that that's even where it started.
That Ryan Reynolds destroyed in Deadpool 2.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
It didn't happen, Veto. And X-Men Origins.
I can just see him in like a production meeting being like, okay, so when I like blow this up, I can like, I can have like a picture of my wife and daughter just like fade away, right? You'll let me do that. I guarantee there's like footage of that.
They just like, okay,
They just
maybe-
didn't let him put it in the movie.
Come on, I need to do this.
I need to fix the timeline.
I need to actually kill my wife and daughter. It's the only way I can erase Green Lantern. It's just a super villain.
Oh my god. All right.
That just made me think of X-Men Origins, honestly, and I remember as a
Yeah.
kid liking that movie.
Yeah, me too.
And then watching it later, being like, "What,
What the fuck? Okay, I will admit the intro scene is cool as they're going like through the montage of how he's at the different wars and
Yeah.
his brother.
Do
that
you
was
know
like
what-
a cool
Do you know what
montage.
scene specifically I thought was absolutely the coolest thing ever?
What?
When Agent Zero kicked his fucking magazines up, span his guns, and fucking
Jesus.
loaded it like that. I was like, that's. And then I watched that when I was older. I was like, that's not even that cool. Like, I can understand why for me as a kid it was cool, and why it just is cool in general. But I'm also like, it's not nearly as cool as I actually thought it was.
Yeah, definitely not.
Just go down to the very bottom, make a TNT thing, blow it up,
Yeah.
and then from there we can end it.
Okay.
Is that a fucking pyramid?
Yeah.
Blow
Yeah.
up
Sure.
the pyramid.
Go blow up the pyramid.
I was just
Go
see
down from the
one
bottom.
artifact,
go down
just
the bottom.
blow it up
right,
immediately.
right down the down
down the
top
middle.
Of the, down,
No.
dude, down the top of the pyramid.
Harrison.
Fine.
Jeez,
Fine. I was going to
Louise.
TNT launch at it, but fine.
This is a
No,
democracy.
you gotta go right down the middle. Keep digging.
This is a dictatorship. Everyone is in charge
going.
except you.
I haven't placed a
What do you-
single thing with TNT.
Why didn't you just?
What are you doing?
There was more.
I don't
No,
know.
no,
Dig
keep
down
going.
first.
All
Down
the
the
way?
bedrock.
Idiot.
Oh, oh my God, that's like a mine lock.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you can break through the bedrock
Yep.
now.
I forgot that in creative mode you can.
Oh god, you used to not be
Okay.
able to.
All right, I wasn't expecting this.
What
Put
do
an
we
oak
do?
Door. Yeah, just slap an oak door.
Just
somewhere.
start putting just put some TNT down and then start
Well,
going
the-
up.
the
Okay.
lava's
Okay,
gonna-
okay. Here, give it to me.
You take it then. Fine.
Colin, Minecraft expert. Do you have any?
My mind was going to the TNT.
Yeah, it's fine.
The
Just keep going
lava's
through it.
gonna-
I'm gonna start going off at some
Yeah.
point.
Still respect that we saw a monument and just immediately decided, hey, let's blow it up.
We all had different
Start with the
ideas
top
of how we
down,
were
too.
going to blow it up.
There you go. There you go.
That's how you do it.
Blowing
That's how you
some shit
blow
up.
Pyramids. Egypt, if you need some
Yeah,
pyramids blown up, just let us know.
this is how you finish up Civ 6 right here.
Yes.
Get Gandhi to fucking nuke the city.
They fixed that.
I know, it's tragic.
You've been streaming
Yeah,
Civ,
I have.
haven't you?
Every Friday, me and a group
You
of
watch a
guys will.
stream?
He just gets notifications from time to time.
Yeah.
Please.
I have watched a few of your streams. for a
Actually,
little
I've
bit.
watched a bit of yours too.
Yeah, yeah. So now's your moment to plug it. What is it? Twitch Idrisil, something like that.
Why?
Like I was confused because I was like,
Idrisil.
I
Yeah,
because like it's
What?
so like not your name. That's his Twitch name.
It's
Idrisil.
Idrisil. IDRISIL.
Idris Ill. If you put a butt at the end, I wonder who that is.
Okay, that's because I forgot I followed him and I forgot
Um,
that was his thing for a while. So at one
it's-
point I was like, "Am I following Idris Elba on Twitch? Why does Idris Elba playing Siege right now? What the fuck?"
So it's a reference to Lord of the Rings,
Naturally.
mixed with a bit of like
Naturally.
what my original gamer tag was. What I'm not even gonna say because I hate it that much.
Say it.
Say it.
Ilsa. And it was completely
Ilsa.
fucked. Yeah, it was completely just. Oh, hey, this is my like was similar to my brother's gamer tag. Let me say take it pretty much. So I hated it, and then I made that one instead.
All right, so there's your plug.
Before we end, my first gamer tag was XX Beast with a 3 as the E, and
Oh.
a 5 as the S, and then another X, and then
God,
mode
you were one of those guys.
with a 0 as the O and a 3 as the E, and then 2 more X's.
You're one of
XX
those-
Beast.
What was your first gamer tag then?
For Xbox, Burnzy77.
That's
BURNZY
Mine
77.
was Lucas, not LUK, LOUKAS, because that's how you spell my brother's version of Lucas. 1128.
Why'd you take his name?
It's
Jesus.
my dad set this up for me.
Doesn't want to be himself.
Yeah, really.
Madeline, what was
yeah.
your first gamer tag?
I don't have one.
Okay,
Yeah,
what about first like email?
If you don't mind sharing, if you don't use it.
Very similar.
My first name underscore my last name.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, I will say I'm very proud of the when I
Always
played
professional,
RuneScape, my
university.
first character's name was Ring Strider.
Yeah,
I
that's
was,
pretty
I was
dope.
very happy
Oh
with that.
shit! I guess if we go back to RuneScape, my first one was Harrison887. I completely forgot it. Yeah, my own name.
I never played RuneScape.
All right, so this has been the SSN podcast. I don't know how to
Shit
end
talking
one of these things.
RuneScape. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I know this is really
Yep.
weird, format, but
We'll have our social
Yeah.
links down below. We have TeePublic. You can buy some of our shit. We have T-shirts.
Lonely Pierogi.
Lonely Pierogi Productions coming soon.
Put your money into it. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Oh, I didn't even
What are you
think.
doing, Harrison?
It's a nice little.
Just creepy, just
Hey.